Good morning, everybody. A couple of days ago I showed you my pack list of all the things I will bring to Australia. When a friend of mine called me yesterday evening saying he missed something very important, my bike. He says, you didn't show us your bike. And he's absolutely true. I'm bringing my bike as well. So I'm going to extend a bit, do a short update, take you outside and show guys my bike. Put it here in the shade because it's pretty sunny today. And there it is. This is the bike I'm going to bring to Australia. It's actually a very nice bike. It's my favorite bike. I have multiple ones, but only this one is capable for traveling. It's an idworx All Rohler, the first generation from 2013. I actually bought it at the end November 2015, because in 2016 there was a new model coming and you always get a good reduction. The reason I bought this one is I was looking for an idworx Easy Roller for a very long time, but the Easy Roller had a few things which I didn't really like. It had rim brakes, and since I'm coming from mountain biking, I really love disc brakes. So I think disc brakes was absolutely a must-have on a good bike. And there was an option with this bike to have belt drive. At the end I didn't decide to go with the belt drive, because I don't think belt drive really has a lot of advantages. I think it's mainly marketing. The system is still open. What I got is a case where the chain is inside, so it doesn't get too dirty. And well, let's go through some of the great things about this bike. So the bike itself is pretty standard. I'm not going to tell all the specs, you can look them up on the internet. But I can show you some of the features and some of the things I did change. So I already talked about the chain one. I have the chain version with the disc, I don't know how it's called in English. Of course I did change the saddle. This is a Brooks Flyer saddle. It has the springs in it. I really love it. I tried I think 7 or 8 different saddles. I really think the one that is coming standard with it looks very beautiful, but you get a sore behind from it. It's really not great. I really love the Brooks. They have one major disadvantage, and that is they are leather, so you cannot have them outside in the rain. So I have a very small pouch that I can put over when it's raining. Of course I have here 2 more spaces for some water bottles, and I have this universal one. I can put a 1.5 liter bottle inside. You can put other things in it as well, but I mainly use it for a big water supply. A front rack, a rear rack of course, and another thing I did change is the steer. This is the Jones steer. It's the standard aluminium one, it's not a titanium one. It's lovely. You have multiple positions. Standard, you can drive like this, you can drive like this, you can really lay your hands to get an arrow position. You can even grab here. I put some how is it called, some tape, what those race cyclists use, and it's far my favorite. The reason I chose for this is normally you get those straight steers, and I'm not the youngest, and I always get the problem with my hands. It's getting off the nerve system. So I need something with a It's a 45-degree bend in it, so your hands are in a more natural position. So that's why I put that one on. It's not the lightest, but it's awesome. I got a plug. It's providing some power. I got a USB on it. Normally I power my Garmin navigation from it. I have a small front pouch. I can put a cable in there and charge a little power bank. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Normally I don't drive these kinds of tires. These are the Schwalbe Marathon Mondial. They have a bit more profile. You can see it's still pretty new. Just put them on today. It is a bit more suited for off-road. These are the big disc brakes I told you about. They're actually quite thick. They are standard 3 millimeters thick. The bike is also equipped with the Sun 28 dynamo for power delivery. It can deliver up to 6 volt 3 watts on power. It goes directly here into the part of the front fork. It's going internally up and then directly to the plug where it delivers the power to. So if you take a good look here, you can see a nut. This is the part where you can detach the frame. It's necessary for when you're using a belt drive train system, because you have to separate the frame to be able to put a belt in, because the belt is a single loop. Another well thought feature of this bike, maybe, I'm not quite sure if you can see it, but the thickness of this tube is actually a lot thicker than this tube. Let's try if I can show you. The reason for that is because when you put on a belt drive system, there's a lot of tension. And that means that if the construction isn't strong enough, the bike is going to have a torque force on it. So that's why they made this one, where is more tension on when you put a belt system, a lot thicker. So here you can actually see one of the special features that is typical for an idworx. It is this combination. This is the steer, the ball head, and when you turn it around, you can see there is actually a stop. I'm not quite sure if you could see it. That means that the steer has a certain degree of maximum what you can go out. That means that you will not damage the cables. The cables are all attached to the frame with those metal loops. They're all outside, and here they come together. The bike is also equipped with, I hope you can see it, the roll-off gear hub. It's a speed hub, 14 gears internally. The best option is always to have the external gear shifting. You can also buy them with the internal one, but this one is much easier to maintain, and it's generally lasting longer. So, like I told you, I'm really happy with the bike. I think I cycled between 50 and 75,000 kilometers on it since I bought it. Mainly within Europe. I cycled around the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Austria, and now it's going to Australia. So let's see how it holds up there. I hope you are all satisfied. Now you know my bike. I just say bye and until next video.